This is Machukanyarieko TV Talk Show, where we analyze politics and governance issues. We focus on national, local, and international news. We examine the political way of our people, social and economic. Nyarieko TV Talk Show, the house of ideas.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Machukanyarieko TV Talk Show, the house of ideas. And today, I'd like us to focus on the mountain, the supposed trip of William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, to Mount Kenya region. Of course, all of us know that President William Ruto was able to ascend to the peak of the mountain. But the questions that bring us is William Ruto still at the peak of the mountain? And if he is there, will he be able to descend down the mountain? Because some communities say that it is easier to ascend to their mountain than to descend. Kindly, in this video, I'm going to focus on some issues that may make William Samoei Ruto to suspend his trip to the mountain, despite the fact that much of it has been planned. But before we proceed, in case you are watching this channel for the first time, subscribe so that you continue getting explanations on how politics, political happenings, political behavior, individuals behave in a given manner. Like for this instance, why is William Samoei Ruto going to the mountain? This will be answered in a short while. And to those who are our subscribers and who have continued to support us, thank you so much, and we cannot take you for granted. Back to our discussions. Was this the best time for William Samoei Ruto, to have a trip to visit the mountain, that is Mount Kenya region, Laikipia, Nyeri, even Meru, Embu, Kirinyaga, Kiambu, Murang'a, among others? Was this his best time? Of course, I'm asking that question because since the impeachment of his deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, which has not been taken positively by the people of Mount Kenya, a number of things have happened. Those who were his close associates have also been removed from various positions, be it in the National Assembly, be it in the government, including the recent reshuffle whereby there was a reshuffle of the permanent secretaries. So much has taken place and many things have happened. And that is why I'm asking this question. Is this the best time? Bearing in mind that the other day when the president went to Naivasha, of course part of Mount Kenya, there were shouts that Ruto must go. When he came to Nyayo Stadium, there were similar shouts. Most importantly, or something else to add unto that, currently we have a team of young people who feel that they have been given less attention in the community. Now, could this be the right time for William Ruto to go there? Because most of them argue that since the former president left office, the projects that were started by the former president have stalled. They are just there. Meaning that since he took over, no meaning project is taking place in the mountain. They have accused him of promising to bring coolers to the mountain, milk coolers, of which they have not seen. They have accused him of calling them ethnic, among other many accusations which have no importance of me mentioning them here, because mine is to briefly give my perception, my thinking on his trip, otherwise he should postpone it. President Ruto, being a figure of national unit and who consumes intelligence, must be aware that despite the fact that the people of the mountain may not even shout at him, if he is going there, he must know the do's and the don'ts. He cannot simply go there at such a time and try to condemn Rigathi Gachagua. He cannot go at such a time and try to give more promises on pending projects. This explains why the president should have remained in State House for quite some time. Make his plans of Mount Kenya development projects before he comes there. Because if probably it happens that he goes there tomorrow because the plans have been set, he's simply going to give more promises. And these promises will not augur well with the people of Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya people, the public, that is, the citizens or citizenry, are unique in a way. They are idealists. Once you promise them, you don't need to again go and re-promise them. You need to show by action. Now that we have already existing promises to the people of the mountain, it was important that he finishes them. Those roads like the Mau Mau one that everyone has been crying about, that touches most of the counties in the mountain, should be at least given some attention. And that is if he wants to leave legacy. After solving those issues, he should also try to make a rapport between the community and the state. Now as things appear, it's as if there is a pull and pull between the state and the mountain, and that is the truth of the matter. There is no that cordial relationship that existed. William Ruto was taken to the mountain and is left back at the mountain. He cannot see the way back to the lowlands. He's just up there alone, just like the national flag, which is the peak of the mountain. What should he do? Simple. He should remain in State House, plan for the mountain, and planning for the mountain should come with the goodies. Even minus him, he can send several ministers to show how serious he is to the mountain, to kickstart the projects that he has, than he himself going there. Probably can come when the projects have started, but as things stand now, the ground will not be so friendly the moment you will try to mention about development projects. Probably can visit them and just allow free talk, but not mentioning of any projects. You saw last time when he tried to mention of some projects in Embu in a church, they all shouted. So for his trip to be extremely good, he has to avoid any new plans for development of the region. Instead, even before him there, he should pump money to the previous projects and go to visit them. As he goes to visit them, then he meets the people and they will simply say that I've already done the first years. Now you can come up with an excuse that the first 2 years there were some issues. Yes, it is true that he has a right as a Kenyan, as the head of state, to be everywhere. But this is a case where you have literally sacked near every person from that community. That community cannot post of any ongoing project funded by the KK government. So what is the main purpose of the trip? To go and see the reaction of the people, whether they are happy on the previous developments. And that's why I feel that this trip, if really the president consumes intelligence, will be postponed for him to fix some 1, 2 or 3 things. It's not a big deal. It's not a big issue to impeach someone, but it is a big issue when the citizenry are annoyed. It is good. It's always good for rulers to be not to be loved, but not to be hated. It's not a must that is loved, but what they should make sure is to be hated. And hatred has taken the center stage of the mountain. Machukanyarieko TV talk show, the house of ideas. Thank you, and continue watching our videos, liking, leaving your comments, sharing, and most importantly, subscribing to our channel so that you continue gaining much day after day good explanations.